Yo la mierda canción, tío. Qué puta lepra de canción. De verdad, yo qué canción más leprosa.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Bueno, ya dormimos esta tarde, Willy, me quedé tieso. Adiós, PlayStation. Hola, Xbox. Voy a abrir el chat. Y el Dorito es muerto hambre, uno de las cuentas clon. Ha quedado descubierto porque hoy se han reído de él y han entrado a insultar al chat. Ha durado poco el Dorito, ¿eh? Dorito, me cago en tus muertos, hijo de puta, muerto hambre. El muerto hambre, tío. Con el PC roñoso de mierda, de pieza de segunda mano de ordenadores viejos de China. Saludos, Dardo Campo. Anime Play. La Xbox, la llega a 60 grados, 62 grados. Y la Play el máximo 51. Que ha dado la coincidencia, Willy. Bueno, ahora estamos frescos, Willy. Punto de viaje rápido. Vamos a ver, mambo. Hostia, me duele la barriga, Willy. He comido mucho.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger.
Bigger.
Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that.
Un zoom
Gotta
normal.
say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt
Saludos.
me, Brad. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
Los herí
Did,
igualmente.
that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long.
Pues lo tienen en toda la boca, se cae muchísimo más
Then she'll get what's coming to her.
el puto y el que más
I
de
wouldn't
todo
be
el
so
Steam.
sure. She may run, but she'll never
El
go
que más de
quiet.
todo se cae el Steam.
I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to
servicio
free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renants are renants. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
¡Bum! Le ha reventado la boca, Will. Eso es lo que hay que hacerle al calvo, Will.
Son of a... You'll pay for that! That's enough!
Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for. All of you, get the hell out of my realm, and don't ever come back. This is Danon's realm, and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here, and I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any bright eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last bright eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Él me pone que hay 6. Pero vamos, que es que hay que activar la campanita de notificación y poner todas. Porque si no, las notificaciones solo va a mandar YouTube las que a ellos le parezcan.
You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Baython? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are
El
you?
buito, qué
Certainly
gracioso,
won't win
Will.
you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run
¿Qué
into any
pasa,
trouble there,
Mephisto,
are we?
güey, en vez de
Rumors of a
Zapata?
certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems.
El Kena, cuando salga en físico esta
And
Navidad, me
here's
lo
where I
compro.
say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
¿Está bien el juego o qué?
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
De Lalo, ¿eh? No nos vamos a reír, Willy. No vamos a hacer vídeo cachondeándonos de Lalo, ¿eh? Madre mía, Willy, vamos a pasar bien. Nos vamos a reír un poquito, Willy.
What's wrong? All right.
What the...
Me pide material, a ver si los tengo yo. 3 músculos de Terio. Hoy está la misión hecha, abuelo. ¡Boom! Pollo asado. ¿Hay alguna misión más? Sí, mira, ya hay otra misión, abuelo. Vamos a solicitar la misión. Esto me recuerda a este escenario Final Fantasy IX, Willy, mira. Esto parece el pueblo este de... ¿Cómo se llamaba? Limblum. Parece Limblum. Parece Limblum. Mira, esto es el distrito del teatro, Will, de Limblum. Es a mí que se han copiado un poquito de Limblum, ¿eh?
Let's see what's going on around here.
Hostia, está
There
pesado
might be
este,
someone who
tío.
could use our help.
Hostia, ellos, tío, el pesado este, tío. El Jofango, mira el Jofango, Willy, tío. Mira el puto Jofango.
I see.
Se va a poner a cantar.
Oh, just great.
Excuse me!
Ha escondido un instrumento musical.
Good.
Wonder Text. Mucho más allá de aquella tierra esquiva donde la piedra y la arena son sus cimientos y en quebrados vestigios su gente destruida. Coronando el norte de una aldea consumida, frontera final que haga los lamentos de un páramo ahora yermo de toda vida. Y en lo más recóndito de su angosta avenida, a su linde oeste, una vieja torre la decora. Esa es la torre donde estuvimos, ¿no?
That's some cryptic text, all right.
Esa es la torre donde estuvimos, Willy. Este bicho tenía nivel 43, imposible matarlo. Aquí una misión nueva, vamos para allá, Willy. Aquí es donde estamos.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey, maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
Un saludo, Willy Booby.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Oh, yeah?
Arroz, patata, carne de ternera y alguna especie.
How's this?
Toma. Curry, Willy.
Great!
Yes.
Hey! Good.
Really?
Valiente mierda de misiones secundarias, Willy.
Yes.
Y te pone un montón de texto que no vale para nada,
All
tío.
right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
Lección de Kisara. Ahora tenemos que ir a conseguir los ingredientes, ¿no?
All right.
Yes.
Over there.
Huh? Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yo, valiente tontería, ¿no? El gameplay mató al psiconauta, el que ha matado más al psiconauta ha sido no sacar versión de PlayStation 5. Ha hecho la gente en bien no comprar juegos. ¿Pero esto qué es? ¿Va a sacar juegos multiplataforma y lo que hace es castigar a la competencia dándole un producto de peor calidad? Cuando la competencia encima es la que te va a dar las ventas, pues te den por culo. Aparte que el juego es una basura. El juego es una puta mierda asquerosa, con un apartado artístico deleznable, vomitivo, asqueroso, repulsivo, tío. De todos los juegos que hay de Microsoft, sin contar los de coche, porque yo es que el de coche ni lo tocaría, el Psychonauts sería lo último que tocaría yo en mi vida. Prefiero jugar al Halo. Mira que el Halo es una puta basura, pues preferiría jugar al Halo que al Psychonauts, tío. Qué apartado artístico más horrible, asqueroso, vomitivo, me da puta grima los muñecos de ese juego, tío. Grima absoluta, es de las cosas de animación más grimosas que he visto en mi puta vida, tío. Mira que he visto videojuegos, y series de animación, tío. Uf, repulsivo, tío, me da repulsión el Psychonauts. Qué asco, tío.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Yes, sir, yes. El herrero, aquí está el herrero, el ollero. No puedo hacer armas. Vendaval. Caparazón esférico duro. Melena ondeante. Todas estas mierdas de armas las tengo que fabricar. Endrino, ¿dónde la tengo que fabricar, tío? Aleta de lagarto necesito. Y saco de dragontino. Caparazón, melena ondeante. Aleta de no sé cuánto de mierda. Guantes salados mejorados. ¿Por qué no me dejas hacerlo? Ah, ya no tengo dinero, tío. Ya no tengo puto dinero, tío. Precio. Dios, que te pide un puñado de puto dinero, tío. Yo no voy a pechar dinero para unas putas armitas de mierda, tío.
How well balanced this thing is.
No veas puñado de dinero, tío. El juego está todo asqueroso hecho para que te gastes dinero en DLC, tío. Está hecho para que te compres niveles, para que te compres experiencia, para que te compres moneda del juego. De verdad, qué vergonzoso, tío. Este juego parece como si fuera un free to play que puede avanzar, pero cuesta muchísimo. Y si no, te tienes que gastar los dinero.
I think it's the best thing to do right now.
Vergüenza,
We don't know
tío.
if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Alaban al Psychonaut porque es un juego hecho bueno, propiedad de Xbox, porque el Xbox no ha hecho el Psychonaut. Cogió el estudio cuando el juego ya estaba ya hecho y todo, vamos.
We'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to
encima es
rest
multiplataforma. Xbox lo único que ha hecho es decir, no hagáis versión para PS5, que se jodan. Y le ha salido bien la jugada, no la ha comprado ni el tato, ¿eh? Y con el Game Pass, como no ganan, pues a mamarla con la porquería de juego.
Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
I love you.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise.
Ya solo falta uno, Willy.
You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Vamos a ver si podemos subir de niveles. Devastación. Que mejora estas cosillas. Daño antidragones, sí, porque esta zona que vamos a venir es una zona de dragones, me parece. Porque me están pidiendo equipo de piezas de cosas de dragón. Los últimos personajes que se han unido no tienen nada de habilidades, tío. Ve al bosque este de Luba. ¿Y por dónde se va? Por aquí, por la derecha, ¿no? Valle de los Cuatro Vientos, Mahaxar. Ay, qué bonito, un ciervecito.
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Otra vez, tío. Hostia, tío.
Is that
Madre mía, abuelo.
Sure.
Hostia, tío. No, bueno, experiencia de puntos de habilidad gratis que te da.
Well,
Por tener...
what?
all right? No.
Sure.
Really now? Yes! What?
What? Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all...
Venga, ahora conversaciones de esta Willy. El 60% del juego son conversaciones.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
La señora del reino, Will.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over
Presidente
by
Sony
us
Pictures ha
Renans when we
dicho
first invaded the planet.
que van a seguir
Wait, those?
ampliando los estudios.
So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
O a lo mejor la misma voz, son voces muy repetidas los doblajes en inglés.
Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best
Luego la
not to
gente,
forget
en los
that.
doblajes en español siempre son las mismas voces, y en inglés, y en inglés. Y en japonés también, es que eso es así. Vale.
No choice. Sword rain out! Sword rain out! Pick it up! Here I come! It's over!
These ones can run rings around us.
I'm not done!
Shield! Not on my watch.
Sword rain alpha!
I'll heal you all.
Ignite!
Madre mía, no le quito nada de vida, tío.
I need you, remember?
You've been snaring to me.
Yo que por culo dar los lobos estos, ¿no?
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
I'll heal you all.
Not a chance!
This one's mine.
Sword rain alpha! I owe you one. Take this!
Back into the fray. Lightning to
You're mine! This one's all mine! Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade.
Sword rain alpha! Not today!
Shining Supernova.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Yo, que por culo dan los lobos estos, de verdad, no les puedo pegar. Madre mía, tío.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Eternal devastation! Sword Lane Alpha! It's time!
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Prepare to be seized on the weaker foot. Actually, I found this more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well
¿Qué
done.
pasa, capivarilla?
Frozen.
El otro día me pasaron por el Twitter un canal que hay de YouTube, que el youtuber es hecho de animación y es un capibara. Y empieza, hola capibaras, hola capibara en japonés. Soy el capibara channel, no sé qué, no sé cuánto. Y digo, hostia, y yo, güey. Madre mía, capibara channel. En mi Twitter estaba, el que lo quiera ver. Le di a retuitear, metí en mi Twitter, voy buscando para abajo y os saldrá. Y sale el capibara haciendo gameplay. El capibara que se tiraba 24 horas del día con 200 pestañas de mi canal abierto denunciando todos los videos sesionados, ¿eh? Pagando dinero para que me dieran dislike y todo, ¿eh? Es que fuerte. Y el clonero estaba loco, menos ese, que se gastaba dinero y todo el día entero. Y se ponía a decir que mi vídeo era una mierda y el tío se tumbaba en las chozas a que vivía acostado, todo oscuro, y se ponía con el móvil del móvil de los años 40 grabando la pared, todo llena de mierda y hablando mientras que grababa la pared con el móvil, Willy. Y decía que mis vídeos eran basura.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around.
Se le
and
cerraron el
badger him
canal
with
por
questions.
comprarse suscriptores, tráfico ilegal y cosas que hacía.
Now that I think about it,
El poco
he
dinero
and
que
Miguel
tenía
were
se
the
lo
ones who
gastaba
taught me how to
en...
raise cats,
y
too.
amenazando a que decía que era abogado. Y escribía al sitio que decía que el tío era abogado y me contestaron diciendo que era mentira, que ese tío no trabajaba para
Funny
ellos.
you mentioned that. He also taught me how to
Hostia.
maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I...
Puso otro que imitaba al clonero. Va el tío y pone Antonio Aranda en Google y el primer Antonio Aranda que le salió, que era un tío que decía que un tío de un pueblo de Málaga, que no tiene nada que ver con donde yo vivo, se pone el tío, como yo salía en un vídeo diciendo, vivo al lado de una carretera, y va el capibara y buscó Antonio Aranda en Google y le salió un tío que tenía un parque de atracciones, de feria, y decía que yo era feriante, ¿eh? Y se ponía a enseñar la empresa donde se suponía que yo trabajaba, ¿eh? El puto subnormal más profundo, tío. Encima que está haciendo un delito y encima se equivoca y pone una persona que no tenía nada que ver conmigo. Y me decía feriante el gilipollas. Es que retrasado, qué retrasado mental, tío. Aranda el feriante, decía, el feriante,
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's
Atracciones
actually true.
Aranda, Es que el investigador, el MacGyver, Willy, el James Bond.
Somehow, things are
El
even worse
James Bond,
outside
mira,
the
mira, ¡ay,
city
qué
than they are
bonito!
inside.
¡Ay, qué bonito el
Yeah, it's
bonito!
Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name
Hostia,
of beating the
Will.
Renans. This
El
is...
James Bond 007. Mi nombre es Bond, James Bond.
Hi, Hoodle. Going in.
I'll smash you!
Do it.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Too fast!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Going in.
This one's all mine!
Es que con todo lo que me he encontrado yo,
Look sharp!
y todo esto gente basura, que yo no sé de su existencia por meterme con el Zacel. Toda esta basura de gente que me ha venido es por meterme con el Zacel.
Didn't even break a sweat.
¿Qué pasa, Pardoman, güey? Zapata. Vamos a seguir explorando la zona, a ver si hay más buitos bonitos. ¡Ay, que solo! ¡Ay, mira qué bonito! ¡Ay, qué bonito! ¡Los bichitos!
Got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours!
Now, this one's got your name on it.
Impacto volcánico, Willy Boom.
I'm on a roll.
So those are Dan and Astral.
Something you want? This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Piedra tempestuosa, con eso puedo fabricar armas.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
A ver. Que ya podemos fabricar alguna arma. Como esta. O... iba a decir como esta, no. Me faltan aletas de lagarto. Me falta dinero, Willy. Va. Y yo, tío, nada, que no tengo dinero. No tengo dinero para hacer nada, tío. No tengo dinero para hacer nada, tío. Qué fuerte me parece. Qué puto fuerte me parece, Willy. Precio. Yo es que no... que no me dan puto dinero, Willy,
I always
tío.
love the sound of hammers banging away.
Tenemos que venir aquí. Al Final Fantasy XV te lo dije, la prensa fue a muerte contra el juego.
I feel all bent out of shape.
Halim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
Y el juego en
I
equipo
see.
vendió una mierda.
I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
¿Por qué te cree que Square ha firmado contratos con Sony ya con los siguientes Final Fantasy? Porque sale beneficia. Gana más con la ayuda al desarrollo de Sony que lo que va a vender en Xbox, que es una mierda.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need. So I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit, this is still a little extreme.
Shiona's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom, rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
Para que te notifique todo, tiene que darle a la campanita y en la campanita poner todas las notificaciones. Porque si tú solo tienes puesto las notificaciones, YouTube lo hace aleatorio. Es como cuando tú te metes en YouTube, en el inicio, te salen vídeos aleatoriamente, que eso lo pone el algoritmo de YouTube. Pues si tú le das a mi campanita de mi canal sin darle a opción personalizada, YouTube te va a poner la notificación cuando le dé la gana. Tienes que darle a todas, seleccionar la campanita y poner todas, y entonces te avisará de todas las cosas que yo haga, si no, no.
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all. Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but... frankly, they're starting to stink.
Hostia, huele peste, Willy, lávate.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Yo te la lavo, dice.
Okay, sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing having it pointed out like this.
Pues entonces ya no sé, puede que sea el móvil. Muchas veces el móvil falla la sincronización con Google. Yo ayer, por ejemplo, no me salía la notificación para iniciar sesión. No me salía en mi móvil.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the Guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Hostia, Willy, más hablar,
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so
Una
far
novela
as to say I
interactiva,
like
Willy.
it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always
Pero
like
es que
to
si
help
te
if I
contaran
can.
cosas importantes, pero es que te cuentan mierda,
Back in the
tío.
day, Miguel and I used to look after the
Si
younger
te
kids a
cuentan
lot,
tonterías,
so
no te
that's
cuentan
probably
nada
where
del
it comes
lore,
from.
del juego, de
He
verdad.
taught me everything I know. And I
De
mean
por qué los
everything.
renanos
How to
han
cope with wild
venido, por qué
plants,
los
how to
otros,
sew
nada te
clothes so
cuentan
they'll
nada
last.
interesante.
Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Hostia, más todavía, Willy. Madre
What's
mía,
up,
no
Kisara?
para.
You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big
No,
purchases.
la tía lo controla todo, Willy.
That may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied
Ahora por lo
histories.
menos creo que me van a dar algo, ¿no?
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
Pero estoy
I don't
montado en un
know.
museo,
Why
¿no?
spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Shut up,
Let's just
motherfucker.
agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Ya están aquí los paquetes de atuendo, con los DLC a tope, Will. Pollito asado, güey. Ay, qué bueno. Ay, qué pollito asadito. Ay,
That
qué
turned out
rico.
good, if I do say so myself.
Lo que diga la rubia.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat burn. What the hell is going on?
It's probably some sort of gas. Try not to breathe it in as much as you can manage.
Gas? Those cowards!
Isn't this just cooking smoke?
What kind of food makes your throat burn so bad just from the smoke?
I believe Alphen is...
They're trying to gas Alphen?
Están gaseando a Alfred.
Bastards! I won't let them get away with this!
Calm yourselves and listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Oh?
Mira que está liando, Will.
Maybe I should throw in some more spices, just for that extra kick. Yeah, that'll
Mira,
help.
mira, mira,
I
mira.
think I'll turn up the heat while
Mira,
I'm
mira,
at it,
mira,
too.
mira, Willy, cómo hace de comer.
Oh, crap. The spice is burned. Well, at least the meat's coming along nicely. All right. Now I just flip it over, and then...
Hey, Alphen? What are you doing over there?
Oh, Shion. Perfect timing. I actually just finished roasting up a chicken. Call everybody over so we can eat together.
Pollo
I used a
asado.
ton of spices, so it's got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked it a little, but it should still taste good.
I'm starting to understand why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
If that's the taste he truly wants, far be it from me to contradict. His cuisine is a rather
Paladar exigente,
delicate
dice Will.
repast.
Masterchef. Hostia, Willy, más.
Rinwell, mind if we chat?
Venga, más conversación. Y esto hay que hacerlo para
I
un
noticed you
trofeo.
haven't been training Hoodle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
El buito, Willy.
sound
¡Ay,
like
qué
you're okay with
bonito
that.
el buito!
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hoodle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel
Madre
like
mía,
we're
Willy, ¿cuánto le
almost
llevamos aquí
family.
viendo cinemática de esta de leer?
I hadn't thought of it like
10
that.
minutos por lo menos,
So
Willy,
does
o
that
más.
make you everybody's dad?
Do I really
Más
look
de
that
10
old to
minutos
you?
de hablar.
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad.
Lawn, el perro, ¿eh?
This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog.
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do. If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hoodle for a bit.
Tiene más cercanía.
We should really get some rest.
Al fin, Willy, Dios. Madre mía, tío.
Another day, another Gald.
Hostia, Willy, todavía. En serio, no me lo creo, Willy. Todavía
I
más.
get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did
Mira
it
el buito
okay.
como vuela, Willy, el
No
buito.
matter
Qué
which way you look at
bonito.
it.
Ay, qué bonito el
Victory
buito.
that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion.
Aquí me puedo dormir,
That's
Willy,
just-
mientras que pasa la
What I mean to
cinemática.
say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't
Por lo
think
menos
that's
estuviera en
fair
español.
for me or for you.
Ay, en serio, tío. Otra más.
I just don't know,
Otra
man.
más, Willy.
So
Esto no
what?
acaba nunca.
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. and he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadime, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
Es que encima es eso, tío, que todo es relleno, no te cuentan nada interesante, no ocurre nada,
The whole
tío.
thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Oh, se ha acabado, no me lo creo, Willy. Se ha acabado la cinemática de estas de hablar. Uf, ya que me había acoplado, Willy, me había tumbado y todo ahí. Me había tumbado y todo, Willy. A ver cuánto vamos a tardar en cinemática, mira. De la 1:12 a la... Willy. 30 minutos. 30 minutos de hablar, Willy. 30 minutos, Willy. 30 minutos, tío. 30 minutos. Qué fuerte, Willy. Treinta minutos.
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
You're stronger than any Renan soldier I've ever met.
They don't just let anybody have a place in the royal guard.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Boom.
Eat this!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
¿Por dónde tenemos que venir? ¿Por aquí el lado obligatorio o por el otro? Vamos a comprobarlo, ¿eh? Si es por aquí, entonces nos vamos al otro a explorar el otro y luego volvemos. A ver. No se sabe. Ve al bosque este de los...
I think Hoodle senses something.
Aquí un poquito, Willy. Vamos a buscarlo.
I won't forgive you!
You're finished!
This one's mine!
Hey, that...
Sword Rain Alpha!
I owe you one! Get behind me! Where are you going?
Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal Damage!
Let me see what I can do. Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the to me.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Yo, porque se queda en el aire.
You're mine! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Nice technique!
Los bultos del clonero son ya el meme del canal, Willy. ¿Se habrá hecho ya el clonero una cuenta nueva? Ya he visto una cuenta de que nunca comentaba y estará comentando un puñado, ¿eh?
I think I'm getting stronger.
What's this thing?
Aquí hay un buito, Willy.
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. Must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
An opponent like this should be easy.
If it's in the sky, it's you made me angry.
It's
That
like
was
trying to
a
go
bad
back to the
idea.
wall.
Dragon Swarm!
Raging cascade! I'll heal you all!
Take this! It's a Dragon Swarm!
Okay, here I go.
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it out. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Dragon Swarm!
Shield and
Take this!
Y el Dorito es uno de los que está suscrito y está todo el día con el ano ardido, ¿eh?
Say no more.
Ha sido mencionarlo antes en el chat y al momento ya apareció con una cuenta, ¿eh?
Here.
Está por aquí. Venga, me acuerdo en el aire, tío. Antes las mencionado en el chat y apareció ya con una cuenta clon.
Prepare to be sealed,
Make it ready! Demons descend! Flashing fang! Piercing roar! Make it ready!
This one's got your name on it!
A ese lo han hecho de todos los sitios. Si un muerto hambre es un normal.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Helado. Y que está por aquí. Estoy escuchando aquí. Ah, míralo, ahí está. ¡Ahí está! ¡Qué bonito! ¿Y yo cómo llego ahí? Es aquí, ¿no? Y yo no puedo, ¿eh? ¡Qué hijos de puta! ¿Cómo lo han puesto? Como hablo con el buito, huele. ¡Ay, qué bonito! ¡Mira cómo vuela!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Hostia, Willy, qué puto épico los buitos, Willy. Son muy bonitos los buitos. Ay, qué chiquititos son. Ay.
That's far enough! Sword Ring Alpha! Take this!
Glacial
You're mine! Prepare to be sealed!
Now you see what I can do!
Make it ready! Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I need to be stronger.
Necesito ser más poderoso. Vamos a mirar primero dentro de la ruina. A ver. El Dorito malito, Willy, tío. Madre mía, el Dorito.
I think Hoodle's hungry.
El experto
I could've sworn that was
informático,
your
tío.
stomach making all the racket.
El experto informático con un 486, ¿eh?
Far enough! Sword Ring Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Sword Ring Alpha!
Going in. Take this.
You're finished! Tiger Blade!
I'll be saving this one.
Here I come! It's over!
That's it.
Tiger Blade! Got flyers!
I've got this.
It's
Let
down!
a marksman handle it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
Hola, soy Dorito, tengo hambre.
Commander of Heaven!
Hostia, esto no lo había hecho así, lo había hecho.
That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same.
Vale, ahora. Vamos a mirar primero por aquí.
Do my best. Through. Not in your dreams.
Rising Wyvern! You're on!
Glacial Change.
Sword Ring Alpha!
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
I never miss.
Sword Ring Alpha!
Now.
Airborne scoundrel.
Here's a sound like a jump. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Los mata a todos. Es el ataque más poderoso con la tía.
I can feel my power growing!
Y esto del 4 que se rellena, ¿qué quiere decir? Que si hace muchos combates seguidos va subiendo más experiencia o qué. Y ahí yo, Willy. ¿Cómo cojo esto ahora? Ah, mira, estos son los dragones esos.
Little help. Healing art.
Sword Ring Alpha!
Nothing gets by you.
Dragon Swarm!
Raging storm.
Burn it!
Thick as armor.
Back you! Sword Ring
I'll
Alpha!
stop its charge.
Thanks, Kitara.
Dragon Swarm! No further! Double deep!
All back in their defenses!
Lie behind your useless. Frozen.
Hammer.
Boom.
Nicely done.
Martillo congelado, Will.
Yes, I need you, remember?
Do it, Geo! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! My turn! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Yo no veo si son duros mierda estos.
This one's got your name on it! Ashes to ashes!
Impacto volcánico, Woody.
Step back! This one's all law!
Y dinero no te dan.
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds.
I've got something. Dagnabbit, it got away.
Dios, se ha escapado, tío, me cago en sus muertos.
I've got something. Dagnabbit, it got
Yo,
away.
tío, qué puto mierda, qué difícil. Por culo para coger un puto pez.
I've got something. That was disappointing.
Y de verdad, tío, qué basura, tío. Tío, qué puta porquería.
All right.
A ver ahora. Basura ahí.
That's not a fish I see often.
There certainly are a wide array
Salmón
of fish on that
esmeralda, ¿eh? Ese coge más uno diferente. Que coge todos los putos pescados, tío, para un trofeo.
Nothing's biting. Ha! Oh, we've got a lively one.
Me cago en la verga, tío. La puta madre. Todos los putos japoneses de verdad, tío, tienen que poner juegos de estos de mierda de pesca. Y para el platino siempre, tío. La mierda con poner minijuegos que no valen para nada, tío. El único minijuego que tenía minijuegos interesantes así de RPG, el Final Fantasy VII, y ya por eso lo tienen que poner todo, pues no, tío. Me cago en la verga, tío, es que no da tiempo. Tío, es que no da tiempo, tío, la porquería de pesca de mierda. Imposible, tío, con esta basura, tío. Esta puta basura de mierda de caña, tío.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one.
Scarlet en eso no tiene ni pesca ni cocina, ¿no?
Not my lucky day, I guess. There we go.
Y yo huele que no veas, que es súper difícil. Venga ya, que ya estaba. ¡Ay, qué rabia! ¡Ay, qué rabia, tío! ¡Ay, qué rabia! ¡Ay, qué rabia! ¡Ay, qué rabia! Que estaba la barra vacía, tío. Que estaba la puta barra vacía. Puta madre.
Reel it in.
Puta mierda, tío.
That's a bit of a letdown.
Nice work.
Trucha, caray. Puta mierda. Puta mierda, tío. No tengo ni dinero.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
La trucha vale 800. En verdad, entonces puedes ponerte a pescar, intentar pescar muchas mierdas. En propiedad 85. Espada áurea. El endrino, nos faltan las putas aletas esas. Ya no tenemos dinero. Poción feliz. Yo es que no vea, tío. No tenemos dinero, tío. Me cago en la verga de mono, tío. Qué puta mierda de juego, tío, que te tienes que gastar por cojones putos dineros si te lo quieres pasar en condiciones, ¿eh? Hostia, Willy, habla más.
Your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master Core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body. Something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Madre mía, más. Todavía esto sigue, Willy, ¿eh?
What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danon hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hoodle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Oh, I am helping anyway, Willy
I might
Boober.
have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hoodle's wings aren't even black.
¿La sopa de salmón la habíamos hecho? No recuerdo.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Sopa de salmón.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
I'll see you again tomorrow, Willis.
Well, off we go.
Willy, pues eso es lo que os digo yo. I'll see you again tomorrow. Que es tarde y mañana tengo que madrugar, Willis. Mañana nos vemos, güeyes.